I don't remember what I was gonna say before. Hashem was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I'm. What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm working on the Untold Story, James. He's like, "What about our thing we're doing?" I'm doing a new thing. He says, "Your ways aren't my ways. Your ways aren't my ways. That's why I'm doing a new thing." He says, "Well, what about our thing?" For you, I thought I was on break. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you talk about? Because I saw this post. This is what I did. It's like, well, what about that post? Because I saw this post. It's like these things were changed in the Septuagint. These things were changed. The whole fucking thing's made up. What are you talking? I mean, what would say? Here's a question I have. Like, you wanted me to ask. I've already made these videos before. That's why I don't want to make them again. Nobody watched them first time. Say it again. All right, Barabbas. Right? Does anybody know any Jewish person named Barabbas? Have you ever met anybody named Barabbas? I've never even heard of a Jewish person named Barabbas. Is there even a Jew? Is that even a Jewish name? It means like son of the father. That's the most blasphemous name. You think they would crucify Barabbas? They let him go. They crucified Janus. Barabbas. There's nobody even named it. Like, this is the thing about the New Testament. They just keep using the same. They couldn't figure out any other Jewish names. So like over like that 800 years or whatever. So they just keep on using the same name. Simon, Peter, Simon, the guy who comes out. There's a reason that they do that. There's a reason they do these things. Some of them. Simon Peter, Simon Cephas, Josephus, Simon, the guy who comes out, who helps him carry the cross, but it's a different guy. Simon Cephas's father's name is Jonah. Jesus is going to be in the belly of the fish for 3 days like Jonah. So Peter's Jonah. So then Jesus is Peter. So the Pope is Jesus. That's where they came up with that Vicar of Christ thing. That's how they justify it. For real, they don't talk. They don't even probably know. I don't even think they know. I would guarantee, like, who knows what they know? And they got they probably don't know. I don't know. Maybe they know enough of it. They probably don't know all the ins and outs of it. They probably don't know the deep down, like they probably never figured that part out. That's the reason that Jesus says, Jonah did greater than whatever. I'm going to do greater than Jonah and be. Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days. I'm going to do greater. Jonah was in the belly of the fish for disobedience. See what Jesus is telling you? He's like, Jonah disobeyed God, and I'm going to disobey God. You want to know what? Here's another. But so Jesus says he's going to do greater than Jonah, right? So if he's going to do greater than Jonah, and Peter is the son of Jonah, and Jesus is doing greater than Jonah because the son does what the Father and the Son does what the Father sees, and when the Father, that makes Peter the Son, right? It makes Peter hypothetically the son of Jonah, and it makes Jesus Jonah. It makes Peter and Jonah the same. It's like this binding witchcraft stuff because the Romans believe in that shit, and it makes them the same. So that's the Vicar of Christ. That's why he's the representative of Jesus. Because the actual way that it was supposed to be on the cross, right, is when he looks down, because Peter's not there. He says, Mother, behold your son, son, behold your mother. Therefore, John is the vicar. Is the one that gets blessed. But they changed it somewhere. I'm probably this Peter thing. I don't know. Somebody messed up, and then Peter all of a sudden, so they had to start writing in Peter. Peter had to start being prevalent, right? They probably, when the Roman Empire fell and the Vatican popped up, right? Because Caesar really doesn't have to declare himself. He's already in control, right? But when the Roman Empire falls and dissolves, right, Christianity's still there. This made up Christianity thing, but there's no